The year is 1505, but instead of Renaissance Italy, Leonardo da Vinci opens his eyes in Pyongyang, North Korea. The world's most visionary mind, the man who dreamed of helicopters, painted the Mona Lisa, dissected cadavers to understand the human body, and sketched futuristic machines centuries ahead of his time, now lives in one of the most secretive, oppressive regimes on Earth. What happens to a mind like his when it's caged by a dictatorship? Could genius survive in North Korea? This isn't science fiction. This is a thought experiment, one that exposes how fragile creativity and innovation really are when placed under the crushing weight of authoritarian control. Leonardo da Vinci was a man obsessed with curiosity. He was not only a painter and sculptor, but also a mathematician, engineer, architect, anatomist, astronomer, and inventor. His notebooks, over 13,000 pages of sketches, thoughts, and equations, reveal a mind constantly reaching beyond its time. He envisioned flying machines, underwater breathing devices, city planning systems, and weapons of war. He dissected over 30 human corpses to understand biology and anatomy better than most physicians of his era. And he did this all in a world that, while religiously rigid, still allowed space for exploration and patronage from powerful elites like the Medici and the Sforza. Now imagine transplanting that very same mind into modern-day North Korea, a country where the internet is banned for civilians, where books, movies, and even hairstyles are government-controlled, where citizens are ranked by political loyalty through a caste system called Songbun, where independent thinking is discouraged and innovation must serve one purpose: the glorification of the state. Let's say Leonardo, under this regime, was recognized for his raw brilliance. He'd be recruited by the state, not as a visionary, but as a tool. His talents would likely be redirected to military engineering. He might be ordered to design missile components or build surveillance drones, not sketch parachutes or floating bridges. His anatomical studies? Forbidden? His notebooks? Confiscated? His art? Heavily censored or co-opted for propaganda, perhaps painting idealized portraits of Kim Il-sung instead of the Mona Lisa. And if he dared to question the regime? History tells us what happens to thinkers who don't conform. In North Korea, artists and intellectuals who step out of line are often sent to Kwanliso, brutal labor camps where starvation, torture, and forced ideological re-education are the norm. Leonardo, the ultimate questioner, would be viewed not as a genius, but as a threat. Still, let's consider another angle. What if he found ways to resist? Leonardo was known for writing in mirror script, possibly to keep his notes private. Could he, in a North Korean reality, hide scientific discoveries in code buried in murals or engineering blueprints? Could he leave secret messages in symmetrical architecture or sketch his ideas behind government-sanctioned frescoes? He was a master of adapting to the politics of his time, surviving religious dogma, political unrest, and court intrigue in Renaissance Italy. Perhaps, just perhaps, he would find ways to slip ideas through the cracks. But even if he did, at what cost? Creativity under fear is not freedom, it's survival. And survival doesn't breed progress, it silences it. Leonardo da Vinci's genius wasn't just in what he imagined, but in the fact that he had space to imagine it. He needed light, freedom, access to ancient texts, conversations with philosophers, time to wander the hills of Tuscany sketching clouds and dissecting flowers. He needed to question everything. In North Korea, questioning is the first crime. This simulation forces us to consider the environments we create for artists, thinkers, and innovators. It reminds us that brilliance is not just about brain power, it's about the world we build around it. Because if a mind like Leonardo da Vinci's can be silenced, twisted, or wasted, so can countless others we've never met. How many Da Vinci's are being silenced right now? And what could the world have been if they were free? Genius thrives in freedom. Censorship kills more than words. It kills possibility.